Welcome to the Punch Podcast, episode 6. Today, as you can see, we got a new studio, got a new chair, won't be squeaking too much anymore. As always, we have Instagram Lives every Saturday watching these UFC cards. Did I mention what we're watching? Tuivasa versus Tybura is what we're watching. We have Instagram Lives, AJ Stember _MMA, and you guys can just join the live stream and hang out while we're doing the podcast. But today, we're watching Tuivasa versus Tybura, but I don't really know too much of anybody else on this card other than Bryan Battle, who has the most badass name, except his original nickname was fucking Pooh Bear. So let me start off this live chat before we get too crazy. But yeah, Bryan Battle's original nickname was Pooh Bear, and he has the most badass name already. I wouldn't even... don't even call me anything else. Just Bryan Battle. There you go. You already got the preset most badass name ever. But they changed his nickname from Pooh Bear to the Butcher. So he's Bryan the Butcher Battle. Sounds like a DC character. What's up, everybody? What's up, Molokai? Already in here. What's up, brother? You're always the first one in. What's up, me, OW? How y'all doing, man? What's up, Miss Wak? Aka? Yeah, I know, Molokai. You got that, what's his name? Wade from GTA profile picture. Hello from Ukraine. What's up, DVRS 1337? How y'all doing, man? Y'all watching the card? Because, we got a bunch of light heavyweights, or we got a bunch of heavyweights on this light heavyweight. We got featherweight, and I think a welterweight coming up. I'm excited, because so far it's been pretty good. A bunch of decisions, though. Who's fighting? Tuivasa and Tybura. And I was just talking about Bryan Battle, if you know who that is. He was on The Ultimate Fighter. I couldn't tell you which one. It was Volkanovski and Ortega. Yeah, it's just a fight night. She followed you back? Hell yeah, Molokai. Hell yeah, man. Fucking... conquering... Oh, wait, what? Wade looks badass in that pic, but he is not badass. Hell no, he's not. But yeah, good shit, man. I'm glad the advice worked out for you. Go check out last episode if y'all don't know what we're talking about. But like I said, I'm not the best guy to come for relationship advice, because I told him last episode just beat the shit out of whoever's pissing him off. Hope you have a great day. Have a question. Is it too late for you to start boxing at the age of 22? That's like a perfect age for you to start boxing. I mean, of course you'd want to start earlier, but... it's not like your body's given out yet, unless you've already done a bunch of combat sports. But I'd say go for it either way. You're 22, man. I'm 19. Like, it's not a... people like to say, oh, it's too late for me. It's never too late. Go for it. Just try it out. Rebel, nice background, bro. Yeah, I just set it up, man. I like it, too. Hopefully it makes the quality of the podcast a little bit better. The next thing on the list is a new camera and a new microphone, because I got the new chair. Got my MMA debut first Sunday of April. Miss Waka. You're 20. Hell yeah. Okay. So your MMA debut. How long have you been training? That's what I need to know. And what is your specialty? Are you a karate guy? Are you a boxer? Are you a wrestler? This is interesting. I love when people tell me this. How can one train at home without a gym? Shadowboxing, a lot of body weight workouts, push-ups, sit-ups, jumping jacks. You don't have to have a fancy, a bunch of fancy weights and boxing gloves and a bag. Go ahead and do some runs, some sprints, long-distance runs. There's a whole plethora of shit you can do. But shadowboxing is the #1 thing. If you guys don't know what shadowboxing is, it's basically you punch the air, and you imagine an opponent in front of you. You move your head from strikes that you imagine, and you hit them with strikes. It's basically like fighting somebody that isn't there. And Rebel, it ain't gonna work. I'm not gonna get Michael Bisping. I'm not gonna do it. Miss Waka, all your life you've been training MMA, but since the last year in January, mainly boxing and jiu-jitsu, but you're starting to love Muay Thai. Oh, yeah, dude, that's a deadly combo right there. So you're already good standing up. You can go on the ground and submit them, and you're gonna have some elbows and knees. Ooh, shit. You gotta DM me. I want to know how it goes so we can update the people on the next podcast. What's the studio? Oh, it's just you know, it's just a bunch of foam panels. I think it looks good though. I like it. It's not too flashy or anything. I didn't want anything too crazy. I might put my YouTube plaque like right here. Oh, I should have done that. I should put my YouTube plaque somewhere over here. But yeah, I'll do that. But I just thought this was like a nice, classy background. I don't want anything too crazy, too flashy. But thank you, Rebo. Looks like Joe Rogan. Does it? Is it like a... I think he has a curtain though, right? He has like a red curtain. Nikolai Novich 502. I actually never did any martial arts. But you like to train. You have an older brother, so you spar. Be useful if it was boxing. Yeah, man. If you don't have anywhere to train, just... I mean, don't beat the shit out of your brother. Don't be like the Diaz bros. But yeah, like wrestle, spar, lightly spar, but save up your money whenever you can get to a boxing gym or anywhere where you can train. Go ahead and try it out, man. There's nothing wrong with that. Congrats on the new space. What's next for me? I'm just gonna keep pumping out videos. I'm trying to make better videos. I don't really know what's next, man. I think I just want to keep making in-person tutorials. We're going to keep going with the Punch podcast every Saturday. And, yeah, until UFC 300, my plans are really to just grind out these podcasts on these fight nights. And, yeah, we're going to be watching a whole bunch of different things. I got, not for this podcast, but I got a whole bunch of different lists of UFC best knockouts that we're going to watch. UFC best wars that we're going to watch. Of course, I can't show it. But I will make a playlist on my YouTube so you guys can go along and watch it with me if you guys have another device or whatever. But, yeah. Let me scroll up a little bit. Katana and ATA shirt. Yeah. It's actually right over there. I haven't even messed with that setup yet. My original setup, if you guys remember, I used to do a whole bunch of live streams. I have a bunch of my Taekwondo stuff. I got my black belt. I got a whole bunch of my medals over there. I got my old gi with all of the patches. I got my YouTube plaque that I will put up over here. My leadership 2012 Leader of the Year award, which is one of my most prized possessions. To be called Leader of the Year when I was like a kid was crazy, because it's not like I didn't earn it or anything. Like, I earned that. I was over here teaching classes from dusk to dawn because my mama put me in Taekwondo when I was a baby. So I always was in there, and eventually they just let me coach classes, and I was pretty damn good at it for being a kid. You really want to take recording your training seriously so they turn out like sick edits. You want then branch out and start recording for people and friends fighting. So, okay. You know what? Then I recommend you should just, for real, Shadowbox, man. That's perfect for you. Because if you just want to edit videos, I'll give you a good thing to start off on that you can just use on your phone is CapCut. Shout out to CapCut. I am not afraid to shout out CapCut, because if you guys are content creators or wannabe, go check out CapCut, man. The biggest thing promoters want are ticket sales, and having publicity is the best thing for that. Absolutely. Tybura, not Tybura, Tuivasa over here. The guy literally... he just knocks people out and drinks out of a shoe, and Dana loves him. Sometimes you don't have to be the technical striker. Sometimes all it takes is drinking beer out of a shoe. What is your tips on how to start a YouTube channel, like equipment and editing and stuff? All you need is a phone, and the one thing that I would tell anybody that wants to start a YouTube channel is don't post bullshit. And what does this mean? Like, don't just post videos because you want to be a YouTuber. If you want to be successful, post videos about things that you enjoy, and that way it doesn't feel like it's a chore whenever you do it. And also, make the videos enjoyable. Like, think about if you were watching a video, would you want to watch this video that you're making? If you were scrolling through YouTube, what would you want your thumbnail to look like? What do you want your title to look like? What videos do you usually click on? Those are a couple tips for you right there. But the most important one is to just don't post bullshit. Don't just post things to post things. Here, give me a second. turn that around real quick. Sorry about that. Tuivasa is Kung Fu Panda? Yeah, that's actually a really good comparison, bro. Good shit, Volkai. Tybura has sick videos on his Instagram that you're trying to copy. Really, I haven't looked at his Instagram. I heard he got a lot of followers from knocking out Volkanovski, because he's from Spain. You DM me? Good. Thank you, man. I will get to that whenever I can get to that. I don't think I've mentioned yet, for the people that are going to be watching this on Monday or any other time in the future, these guys are now walking in the ring. Whenever I see their names again, I'll tell you. I haven't been paying attention to it. Thoughts on Mandy TYJ and her Muay Thai content? I don't have any thoughts on it. You're going to have to send me that, man. I've never heard of it before. But Muay Thai, I always love it, man. I definitely got to do an episode of the Punch Podcast where we're just watching like one Rodang versus DJ. That was, oh my god, I keep talking about that. That's one of my favorite fights, man. But yeah, I don't know who that is, but yeah, send it to me so I don't forget. You went to Costco for the first time? Hot dog, man. I have never been to Costco. Is that the one that you have to have a subscription for? You got weigh-in Thursday? Yeah, man. How much are you cutting? Because sometimes it could kill you. What did I think about Joshua versus Ngannou? I think Joshua did really good. And I said it multiple times that Ngannou looked like he was asleep. And he went out and said that he couldn't adjust to the time change very well. So I was dead on the money about that. Whether he's telling the truth or not, I don't know. But he did look like he was sleepwalking. But I thought Joshua did an amazing job of picking the right time to throw that right hand. Because he just stepped in and hit him right on the chin. Once he found that range. From 80 to 75. Oh, okay. So it's not that bad. Alright, round 1, Rodriguez versus Dolargian. Crazy name, bro. Okay, and they're already on the ground. Featherweight bout. So these guys are going to be flying around everywhere. Gravity does not matter to them. Yeah, wrestling already. So this dude this dude immediately went for the takedown. Now in full guard. AJ, how do I say lean? Do you run a lot? Just started running. Your shins hurt all the time? I have a lot to say about running. That's the best way to lose weight. I do run a lot. And it's not, I don't stay lean because, you know, of any reason, pretty much. It's just my metabolism. That's how I look all the time. But about your shins, I learned whenever I was running, years and years and years and years and years ago, I got into running. And I remember I was in Florida, and I was running through my neighborhood, and I went like half a mile or something, and my shins hurt, my stomach hurt, my sides hurt, and I quit. And then I went and I sat down in the driveway, and I was just like, man, I don't want to quit again, because I hate running. Like, I love running now, as in a way of, I love the workout about it, and, you know, challenging myself in the heat, but I hate running also. And, yeah, I went back out, and I ran, like, way too many miles for what I should have. I think I ran, like, 4, and that was my first time ever running 1 mile, other than, you know, like in elementary school or whatever, when you had to run a fucking 14-minute mile or whatever. They didn't even care. You just had to finish it. But, yeah, I remember I ran, like, 4 miles. So, the moral of the story, basically, was the first time that I ever ran, you have to run through that pain. It doesn't really matter, man. There's nothing that's really gonna affect you too much if you're just starting out. Just run past the pain. It eventually, whether it be 10 minutes in, 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in, that pain will go away. And that goes for fighting too, man. How old am I and when did I start martial arts? I am 19, gonna be 20 this year. And I started martial arts whenever I was 3 years old in Taekwondo. And then I started doing MMA probably like maybe 5 years ago. So yeah. But Taekwondo, drifted away from it because it's too point fighting style. I still love that it's the base that I used. I got to meet MK Lee, one of the founders of Taekwondo. I really had an amazing opportunity when it came to Taekwondo, but it's not the best depending on what place you go. But that's how I started, and I'm glad because I got fast kicks because of it. You know, good wide stance. And then once I added my boxing approach onto it, because now I'm really boxing heavy. Now you can stay planted if you want to unload some heavy shots, and if you want to just float away, move, stay on the outside, maybe throw some leg kicks. That's what that Taekwondo stance is for. Still really young, want to start boxing. Gonna be 22 this year, so not sure if it's worth it. It's always worth it, man. If it's something you want to pursue, just go walk in a boxing gym, man. It doesn't matter. Nobody's gonna make fun of you. You did it for 3 years? Hell yeah. Hell yeah, man. Jason KO, what's up, man? Where's the white fucker? Tank top? Nah, man. I don't know. I felt like a little bit more professional for the podcast. We're gonna be sitting here for a while. Why not, man? But hey, it's been a while, man. You watching the UFC right now? Nikolai, my thoughts on Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul. And bonus question, are you okay, man? Like, truly, hell yeah, man. I'm doing great right now, actually. I'm actually really happy I got this all set up in time. So this has actually been a really good day for me. I love this setup right now. But what are my thoughts on Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul? Damn, man. Okay, so Jake Paul has never fought a pressure fighter. And Mike Tyson is the best pressure fighter, arguably, ever, right? But his chin has been cracked a bunch of times. Jake is young, he's fast. But his gas tank isn't really that good. And Mike, other than the Roy Jones Jr. exhibition fight, I have nothing to really judge his gas tank on. Let me get it out of the way before people go crazy. I think Mike's going to win. But, oh yeah, just go about to light up the joint and relax? Hey, I'll do that in a minute. I was going to do that when the main event happened. Oh, I mean, it's not a joint. This is actually a cigarette. But, yeah, man, I think there's so many X factors, but I will never bet against Mike Tyson. I can't do that. Jake Paul's young, he's fast, he can learn, but I don't think any amount of time could really equal Mike Tyson's knowledge at this point. Like, there's nothing you could really learn, no matter how many experts you go to. He's the one that's lived it, and he's a scary motherfucker, man. And I was kind of reserving my judgment on this for a while. I really was. Like, I didn't want to talk about it because I didn't know what Mike Tyson looked like. I didn't know how hard he's been training. But, man, I've seen him hitting those pads. If he can at least punch with 50% of how he's hitting those pads, he's going to kill Jake. And we saw Anderson cracked his ass a bunch of times. And Anderson's a counter striker. And Anderson looked like he was playing with him. Jason KO29 says, thoughts on Ryan Garcia's rampage right now? If you can't answer that, who are your picks today? I did answer that already. I don't really want to talk about it too much. I mean, I can talk about it. I hope he gets better. I think that he's not trying to sell a fight. I think that he needs some help. He needs a better support system. I hope he does get a better support system. And my picks, dude, I'm not going to lie. I only know Brian Battle and Tuivasa. I don't really know anybody else on this card. So I can't give you my picks. Like I said, the fight nights that I don't know anybody's names are usually the most entertaining for me. That's why I like watching them. I like learning these fighters because I've been out of the game for a while. I've been watching, and then I just started getting back into it. You know, I'd tune in for a Conor fight or a Habib fight whenever he retired, or Justin Gaethje or Ferguson getting knocked out for the 17th time. But yeah, now I'm starting to get back into the new names. Don't think there's much honor, or Nikolai Nachovic 502 says, I don't think there's much honor in Mike at this point in time. I know he's strong enough to break some jaw, but from a moral perspective, Jake is a joke in your opinion. Well, absolutely, man. So this is the thing I was going to talk about. I was thinking about this earlier. So, this is one of those fights, Jake said he didn't want to fight Tony Ferguson because it was a lose-lose for him. This is even worse for Jake Paul because not only is it a retired fighter, this is one of the best boxers ever, and he's so much older than Ferguson is, which is crazy. I don't understand why this is okay and the Ferguson fight wouldn't be. Because it's a lose-lose. If he beats Mike Tyson, it doesn't prove anything. And if Mike beats him, his career is over. Like, completely over. He got beat by Grandpa Mike. No disrespect to Mike, but he's Grandpa Mike at this point. Some fight nights are so wild, Jason KO. Absolutely. That's why I love watching them. Who do I think the best boxer in the UFC? I was talking about this last episode. I think Peter Yan is the best defensive boxer. And I think Poirier or Max Holloway is the best offensive boxer. I wanted to split into those two categories to make it easier. Thoughts on Reddick's last post-fight interview? I actually didn't watch the interview. I have no way to sync my audio with these headphones. I'm kind of just wearing these headphones so I don't have to hear myself too much. Yeah, there's a secret of the podcast. But I need to find a way to sync it up because it'll mess up my microphone and all that, so I can't really hear what's happening or how hard the shots are. But by the way, guys, I don't think I even told the people that wanted to watch this later on. It is round 2, 2 minutes in, 5 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds into the Rodriguez versus Dolagrain fight. I haven't really been paying attention. A bunch of wrestling though, a whole lot of wrestling. Suplex, okay. Yeah, but like I said, these featherweights, they can just throw each other around like it's nobody's business. 7 out of 7 takedowns from Dolagrain. Whenever you start throwing people around like that, I think it's one of the most underused things is just taking somebody down just to throw them. Like Rampage Jackson style. Like, that takes so much energy. Not only for you to do, but it takes more energy out of your opponent every time they get slammed onto the canvas. Because it's not fun, man. You're just using gravity against them. Gravity's your weapon at that point. Like, I'm going to do a breakdown soon on Rampage Jackson versus, I couldn't tell you his name. But he keeps getting heel to the jaw, like, with these weird angled kicks to the side. And he keeps getting hit with these hammer fists. And eventually he just says, alright, I'm going to pick you up and slam you. And he just knocks the dude out. I bet most of you have probably seen it before, but I need to do a breakdown on that soon. I already have most of the video done. I just need to finalize it. But yeah, now 43 seconds left and just control pretty much from Dolagrain. 8 minutes of control time. Holy shit. Would I like to eventually get in a street fight one day? If I have not already, there's actually a video of me fighting a heavyweight in the streets. From like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. I got hit a couple good times, but we did they set the timer for 1:30, and I thought we were doing 3 minutes, and so my plan was to get him tired. My plan wasn't to get punched in the face that hard, but my plan was to keep my guard up or to move out of the way and wait till he gets a little bit tired, till I see him slowing down a bit, because he was a fast fucker. And yeah, he hit me a couple good times, but then after I started hitting him in the body, I started getting around his guard, and then the time went bing. We did another round after that, like 5 minutes later, but nobody recorded it. But it was, either way, it's a very fun fight. I might repost it on my YouTube, but people don't seem to like that too much, but I don't really care. People, they get so offended, like, oh, you're gonna fight in the street. I posted a video of me fighting 2 of my friends, and they're untrained, right? And people are like, your technique is terrible. And I'm like, man, I'm not fighting one person. I'm fighting 2 people, so sometimes my guard isn't gonna be exactly where it's supposed to be. But people like to complain about it because, you know, it's new things. What is my favorite food? You're a chief, by the way. Great honor to make a meal one day. Hey, you're a chef. You said chief. My bad. You're a chief. But what's my favorite meal? Man, God. I don't want to say pizza, but I'm going to say pizza. Like, that's like a unhealthy answer, but I don't really care. That is my favorite pizza. I love pizza. There's nothing better than pizza, man. But, like burgers too. Anything that has meat, pretty much. But yeah, you're a chef? How long you been a chef, man? I feel like I always wanted to get into that, but I buy meals. I buy meal preps, man. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know. Maybe one day I'll get into it. Oh, kicks to the body. Dologran looks like he's gassed out now from all that control time. He is completely wasted of energy. Now Rodriguez is on top, pouring down hammer fists. He needs to get that other hook in. Oh, okay. We got a fight. Oh, he got that other hook in. 3 minutes, 56 seconds left. He needs to flatten him out now. Flattened him out. Okay. Now he needs to secure one arm around that neck, or he can just beat on him, which is what he chooses to do. Yeah, he's going to get this fight stopped because he's just beating on him. Oh, he gets back to his knees, and now he flattens him out again. Oh, he's now on his back, and he's just trying to survive at this point. He's just grabbing on the homie. Damn, okay, so at the very end, he gassed himself out with that, like, 9 minutes of control time he had. See, that's the problem, man. Okay, now he's back on his knees. Get that other hook in. Flattened him out. Oh, and he's just beating on him again. And you can tell, oh, a body triangle from a very awkward position. They're not showing, but it looks like he can have some sort of ankle lock if he wasn't dead tired and getting the shit beat out of him. And he's just got those hooks in, and he keeps flattening him out. That's the worst thing about it. And now he's trying to flip over again. And oh my God, the control from Rodriguez right now is disgusting. He's just dragging him around and beating on him. He's only got 3 minutes left, 2 minutes and 43 seconds. But if he can keep this up, I mean, like, he might be able to get the ref to stop this. Trying to get up. Oh, got an arm under the neck. Got the choke in. Nope, slips out. He needs to flatten him out again. Beat him a little bit more. There he goes. Flatten him out. And he's got control of the wrist. Oh, he's just beating the shit out of him. He's looking for the ref right now. He's like, come on, man. But no, he's not out of it yet. He's just dead tired right now. Man, at the very end, we finally got a fight. Here we go. And now he's trying to get back to his feet. Trying to spin out, but no, he just gets right back into it. Now he only has one hook in. Crosses his feet. And I think he might try to ride out the rest of the round here, but if he's smart, he knows that he has to be urgent right now. Because he did not win when homie got 9 minutes of control time. But 56 significant strikes from Rodriguez in round 3 and 4 for Dologran. This is not even close right now. You make great pizza. It's just a thing of patience. In the last 3 years, hell yeah, man. Dude, I love pizza, man. What time am I at right now in the fight? Because you're pirated. I'm at 1:16 in round 3 right now. And now I'm using ESPN Plus. You know, very surprising, I know. Rodriguez and Dologran are back to the feet. Oh, and Dologran either got rocked or he's just going back for the takedown. He is so tired. He can't even keep his hands up. Arms are like noodles. Oh, wow. Rodriguez, 55 seconds left. If he doesn't put pedal to the metal right now, he's not going to win this fight. At least from what I've seen from the stats. And Dologran goes right back for a takedown. Rodriguez, I think he senses the urgency, but he just can't put him out. I'd say go for a guillotine right now. Yeah, get that arm under the neck. There you go. Oh, he's going for a Darce. He's going for a Darce. Nope. He's trying to flip back to the back, but if you couldn't get the rear naked choke, why are you trying to go to the back again? Like, you need to just beat on this dude and make the ref think that he can't fight anymore. There you go. See? That's what he's trying to do, but he's got that single leg. Put him on the corner of the cage. 13 seconds left. Elbows. Are illegal elbows? Nah. I don't think... The 12-6 rule is stupid anyway. I don't think it should be a rule. Come on, man. We can twist people's arms off. We can high kick people, but we can't elbow you in a certain position. Ari's ready to fight. What'd I do, man? I didn't mean it. But that was a pretty good third round at least. Rodriguez beat up on him, but I don't think that was enough. If he controlled for those entire 2 rounds, it's definitely not enough. You would like to have your very own restaurant one day, but your family doesn't approve. They want you to get a generic office job. Man, I'd say a chef isn't too crazy. You know, you're not saying that you want to be a boxer. Then I'd understand if they were like, man, maybe you should be a chef. But a chef is a pretty solid career choice, man. But one thing I can take out of that is don't let somebody else tell you what you can't do or what you can do. You're the only one that knows. And if you want to make a restaurant, if you want to cook your own pizzas one day, there's nothing stopping you from it. And it's just fuel to the fire whenever you do make it. Because whenever you do have your restaurant and whenever it's successful, you can look back and be like, hey, you know how I bought you this car and this really nice house? It's because of this restaurant. You remember? And you don't got to be an asshole about it. Just be like, hey, I made it. Look. But yeah, man, if you want to make a restaurant, I would definitely go and try out some pepperoni pizza, man. But here we go. We got the decision. Like I said, I haven't been paying too much attention. But yeah, man, I'm excited for UFC 300. The more I see about it, the more promotion. Well, I'm not really excited for 300 as a whole. I was expecting Chandler versus McGregor to be at the very top. You know, very disappointed about that. But Holloway and Gaethje, no matter what way you slice it, that is just going to be a massacre, man. Because you got Gaethje, who's got dynamite in his hands, and he kind of gasses out sometimes. And you got Holloway, who's got rocks in his hands, and he never stops. Appreciate the tips? No, man, I appreciate you listening. I got plenty of tips. I'm not a chef or anything, but I can tell you that people will tell you what you can and can't do. And don't listen to them. We're watching people in a cage right now that are fighting for their lives, and they never thought they'd be there. And most of your goals probably won't be as hard as, you know, fucking Christian Rodriguez here. Winner by split decision. Hey, okay. So even though homie got that much control time, he still won. 4-fight win streak, 11-1. That was good because I saw him. He was beating on homie at the end. 50 significant strikes to 4. Like, that's a little bit embarrassing, man. Yeah, but I need to get a new camera for this setup. I think that's one of the only things left on the list. And microphone, but I don't know. It's not really that big a deal. How the fuck did Rodriguez win? I don't know. With all that control time, I was really paying attention, but that is a good question. I guess that third round, they said, fuck it, the third round was entertaining, so we'll just give it to him. But what else do I got? I got, oh, Jake versus Tyson. I want to talk about that a little bit more. So Tyson, man, if he gets knocked out, everybody's going to hate Jake Paul. Even more than they already do. Nobody's going to respect him. Nobody's going to be impressed. And it's not really... is it an exhibition? No, it can't be an exhibition because Mike's going to try to kill this kid either way. He knows that he's a young kid and he's going to try to beat the shit out of him. So there's no way that Mike isn't going to give it his 100% whenever he's fighting Jake. And Jake is definitely going to try to put out Mike Tyson too, because Mike Tyson, you know, he's one of the scariest punchers in history. So that's why I say it's a lose-lose for Jake either way. I don't know why he made this fight. I mean, it's a big fight, like, talking about wise. Everybody's talking about it, but nobody wants to see it. That's the main thing. Alright, we got these guys warming up now. Maybe I can look up some stats real quick on these guys. Let's do that. We got Ovince St. Preux. That dude sounds super familiar. Let's look up some stats on him real quick. Let's go to his profile. He's 6'3", 206. He's 40 now. Yeah, I've definitely heard of him. Yeah, I know I've heard of him. Ovince St. Preux. Let's look. Who's he fought? He sounds very familiar. Oh, and a new mouse. I need to get a new mouse and keyboard. I don't want it to make too much noise. Alright, so we got... He fought... Oh, he fought Jamal Hill, and he lost... Ooh, to a KO. Okay. Don't know who that guy is. Don't know who that guy is. Okay. John Jones. He lost a decision to John. Okay. Well, he at least made it to decision. So Jamal here KO or TKO'd him in round 2. Yeah, I don't really know why I've heard his name before. It doesn't really ring a bell. Maybe the John Jones fight. What about this Nischekawu guy? Let's check him out real quick. I'm assuming he's much younger. Let's see. 6'5", 205 pounds, 31. He has an 83 reach. Alright, let's just see. Who have you fought? Kennedy. No, I've seen this guy before too. This dude looks way more familiar. I've seen his fight recently. Who is this guy? Record 12 wins and 4 losses. And he's a KO artist because he's knocked out 8 people, got knocked out twice. So let's see what I remember him from. Oh, he fought old boy Tuivasa. He just fought... Shit, what was it, last weekend? On the O'Malley card? Yeah, he fought last weekend. Yeah, he was on the Punch Podcast 5. I remember commentating that fight. That was a great fight. Sandhagen versus Font. He lost to Dustin Jacoby. Okay, so he's coming off a loss, it looks like. They're both strikers. So what can I see from... I want to see this Tuivasa. Okay, so he finished Tuivasa here. And that says something because Tuivasa's fucking tough, man. He had so many welts on his leg. You smoke on the setup? Yeah, man. I got it right here. I think I'm just going to wait for the main event, though. Because, I don't know if I got another paper in here. Maybe I do. I don't know. But, yeah. You know what? Maybe I'll just spark it up now. Why am I going to wait? I'll smoke with you, Jason. I'll do it. Tuivasa over here. 6'1", light heavyweight. Damn! He did not look like a light heavyweight when I was watching him last Saturday. Okay. So, let's watch this real quick. No, not that fight. I want to see what this Kennedy dude is all about. Versus Kennedy Nischekawu. So that way I have a little idea of what we're going to be getting into. I swear, ESPN. ESPN, man, come on. Why you do this to me? Alright, let's go. Let's do it the hard way. Fuck it. Oh, he was... They were headlining a fight night. Tuivasa and Nischekawu. Okay, so he got knocked out to a knee. When was this? 2022 November. Alright. I want to watch this fight. I want to see what they're all about, man. Come on, man. Come on. It's not letting me do it. That's okay. That's okay. Reset this live. Either way, we'll see what he's about. They say he's a KO artist, so I'm just ready to see some knockouts. See the Jake versus Mike fight rules policy? No, I didn't. Please tell me about it, Jason. I didn't see that. Light it up? Hell yeah, man. But yeah, what's the rules for it? Alright, we got Ovince St. Preux walking out. Yeah, but I did not have enough time. ESPN, I need to work with it a little bit more. I just got this, and I still don't know how to work it. But I remember Ovince St. Preux, he has a good crucifix, right? Does he have a good crucifix? I remember him from a long, long time ago. 14 first round finishes. second most finishes in UFC light heavyweight history. Okay. Manish Bilal said he's going to go to PFL if he's not getting paid enough. Well, I mean, that might be a really good decision for him because he doesn't put on entertaining fights, for compared to most people, I guess, in that division. He really doesn't put on the most entertaining performances, but hell, PFL, that's the best place for UFC guys to go if they have no other options. Apparently Jake is allowed to wear headgear, but he probably won't. Why is Jake allowed to wear headgear? What a pussy move. Why can't why can't Mike wear the headgear? I feel like that makes more sense. Protect him from the brain damage. Man, I gotta search that up. Let's search that up right now. Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson rules. Tell you what. Okay, here we go. Rules explained. They meet on July 20th. Man, that ain't even too far away. They've been talking about this for a while then, huh? No headgear will be used in the bout between Tyson and Paul, contrary to previous speculation. Iron Mike will fight for the first time since facing Roy Jones Jr. in a November 2020 exhibition clash. It is still unknown whether the bout will take place under professional rules. The boxing world was caught off guard last week by the shock announcement of the July 20th bout. Ariel Helwani has shed some light on the situation. The fucking guy. I can't decide if I like him or don't like him. I think I'm just neutral with Ariel at this point. Where am I from? Texas, man. Born and raised. Love Texas. Stepped in the boxing ring 2020. Roy Jones Jr. So let's see more about the rules. Come on, guys. They're still working on a few important details. As a pro or exhibition, they want pro, but that's up to the Texas Commission. Yo, should I go watch? Guys, should I go watch? Oh, man, if it's in Texas, I'll go drive to Dallas. Guys, should I go watch Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul? Oh, man. You hate MVP. Why you hate MVP, man? He's so entertaining. I'm told heavyweight rounds are working on that as well. I'm told there's absolutely no headgear involved. This looks like it's going to be a typical boxing match, but it's an exhibition like Tyson's last fight. What does that even mean? That doesn't mean anything. Wearing 12-ounce gloves. Okay. Man, I don't know about all that. Okay, so, by the way, I'll cite this website that I'm reading off of. It's givemesport.com, When am I going to fight Street Beefs? I don't know, man. It seemed like people didn't really care about that. I promoted it a shit ton for a couple months, but nobody really wanted to, see it. But I might, you know what? I might decide to, but I don't know. I've already got enough backyard shit on the channel. I might just actually go and, fight amateur at this point. Watch this fight and shit. Looks like it's about to be a death match. Yeah, these two dudes look like they're ready to go to war. I will absolutely watch. Somebody's what you meant, but Street Beefs would be cool. Oh, okay, my bad. You care about it? Keep promoting it? Absolutely, alright. But yeah, that's not what he was talking about, but I don't know. Street Beefs, I don't know. We'll see. I definitely want to go in there eventually, but like I said, man, my heart is with coaching or commentating, man. I would love to commentate. Even not the UFC, like just some boxing events. I need to start doing that. Fire bro, keep doing that. Join messing with you, but keep the grind up. Hey man, thank you, Laura Sean. If you want to watch the whole podcast, check it out on YouTube, man. Because we do live streams on Instagram, and we post the whole episodes on YouTube. Alright, we got Ovin St. Preux, 26-17. Most fights in UFC light heavyweight history. Alright, we got them both walking to the center. Round 1, 4 minutes and 57 seconds. We got Ovin St. Preux reaching with the hands, and we got Kennedy reaching as well. We got Ovin St. Preux in the southpaw stance. Standing in the middle, feinting with the hips is Ovin St. Preux. Hard name to say. But even harder name to say is Nechikachiku. Was the dude's name Kennedy? I'm not sure. Alright, 4 minutes and 28 seconds. 26 seconds, 25 into round 1. Oh, the battle of the hands here is causing a lot of problems for both of them. It's making them second guess what they're going to throw. And them boys are kicking. Hell yeah, them boys are kicking. Both of them. Ovin St. Preux, though, he's going with that front kick, man. And it's one of the most underutilized strikes, in my opinion. It goes right down the middle. It'll stop a pressure fighter. It's good if you're moving forward. You can throw it to the body. Oh, that was a very interesting strike. So the hand fighting was a problem for Ovin St. Preux, and he used a hammer fist to try to hit his hand out of the way. He missed, but it was an interesting tactic. What am I smoking? It's that fun tobacco. I mean, I guess I could say what it is. I don't really, it's like some stupid name. I'm not going to remember it. I think it's like mermaid something. I don't know. But the front kick again to the body from St. Preux. Oh my god, I do remember this dude. He's the one that has the God of War symbol branded on him. Okay, I know who this dude is now. Good left hand. So what Ovin St. Preux is doing is, and this is good for like anybody that wants to fight, try to be a switch hitter. Just learn with your dominant hand back first, and then do what Ovin St. Preux is doing. Step with the opposite stance, and then you can step forward with your dominant hand, and that's what he's doing. He's going from southpaw, and he's using that left hand and stepping forward with it. It's a really smart tactic. And yeah, absolutely. Thank you, Jason, for dropping the stream. We got 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. And Ovin St. Preux is looking... He's looking like he's putting a variety of strikes out, and he looks really comfortable. And Nechetsku looks comfortable too, but he's looking like he's trying to get that right hand. But he said both of these dudes are setting up shots good. Front kick caught from St. Preux. And Nechetsku, man, I'm really struggling with this name, but we're just going to go with it. What he's doing a really good job of is changing levels. That's something I really don't see. Good jab from, let's just call him fucking Kennedy. What's his name? Think your joint need to be lit again? Hitting air. Hey, man. Nah, it's still here. It's that slow ride. Good jab from St. Preux now. And it looks like Nechetsku is way bigger than 205 at this point. We got 1 minute and 21 seconds left. St. Preux looks focused, and Nechetsku looks like he's looking for that one right hand. He's keeping it stiff. He's waiting to throw it. Throws it there, but I see he's trying to throw the cross to the body. And if you guys ever want to, land the right hand, if you're having trouble landing the right hand, they're moving their head good, or really well, rather, hit them in the body with the cross, and get used to changing levels. Go down. Oh, Nechetsku over here is taunting, pointing, cutting off angles. Oh, but the jab lands from St. Preux and stumbles Nechetsku here. Front teep kick to the knee from Nechetsku. Jose Aldo is fighting 301. Yeah, the King of Rio. Man, I'm excited for that. I'm excited to see him fight again. I saw a recommendation, Jose Aldo versus Chad Mendes. Haven't watched it, but I'm going to watch it maybe on the podcast. Maybe we'll watch it after these fights are done. But the King of Rio is coming back. 10 seconds left in round 1. Ovin St. Preux was swinging for the fences. And Nechetsku, he doesn't look like he's tired at all, but St. Preux looks like he's breathing a little bit heavier. Yeah, Nichetsku looks calm. Seen the 301 cards? I haven't seen the 301 card. Is that out yet? Man, I'm about to look at that. UFC 301. I want to see that. Okay, it is out. We got Pantoja versus Steve Eric. Haven't heard of Eric. We got Michael Pereira versus Muhammad Muradov. Haven't heard of Muradov. Anthony Smith versus Vitor Petrino. Heard of both of those guys. Lionheart's the best, man. We got Jordanson Burrito versus Jack Shore. I've heard of Jack Shore before. Paul Craig, that Viking dude, versus Carabarro. Carolina Kowalczyk versus Yasmin Luindo. And none of the rest are familiar. Hey, that's actually a pretty solid card. And they don't have Jose Aldo on it so far, from what I see, but Jose Aldo will be on it. I don't know who he's fighting, though. Alright, let's go back. Let's make sure I'm alive. Alright. Okay, we skipped a whole bunch into the fight. 2 minutes and 47 seconds into round 2. Apparently I wasn't up to time. The most random matchup for a main event. Yeah, I don't know who the fuck Eric is. What's up, Richard 82-280? What's up, man? How you doing, man? You watching the fights right now? Pretty good. Pretty good fight. They're clipping each other with these jabs. It's a... Now, Nichetsku has switched to the southpaw stance, caught the axe kick of St. Preux, going some hard punches on the cage. Taking his time. He's taking his time. And it looks like Ovince St. Preux, he's moving his head. He does not want to get hit with these shots. Obviously affecting him. Goes for an ankle pick like Tony Ferg. 1 minute and 54 in round 2. Jose hasn't recovered since 2015. Yeah, seriously. Eric is still too early for the UFC featherweight UFC champion. I have no idea who he is, but I would bet. I mean, he's cleared out the division. The only fights that they're giving him now are rematches. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds left. And the switch hitting is really what I like to see from St. Preux here. It's like Poirier was doing the other day with St. Benoit. Bro, MVP gonna get his ass kicked by Shavkat? Maybe, man. I wouldn't doubt MVP. He fucked Kevin Holland up. He's been fighting only top ranks. Yeah, but man, Pantoja, we'll see what happens. Who's fighting right now? Ovince St. Preux versus Nichetsku. I'm going to keep butchering his name, and I'm not going to apologize for it. It's a hard name to pronounce. If I heard the commentary, I'll find a way to link the audio without messing up my audio. I'll hear the commentators say it, and I'll be able to recreate it. But I can't just look at that and pronounce it. Alright, we got Nichetsku in the center, standing on the monster logo. Now St. Preux taking up space, slipping punches. It's dangerous, but he's going for it. And the hand fighting has really been a big thing. Nichetsku tries to frame off the shoulder, doesn't work. Does it again. 2 hooks almost land, or maybe did land. Yeah, okay. Okay. Bro, disrespectful of every opponent. Who? Pantoja? And try Indian butter chicken? Man, if I don't even know if there's an Indian place within 100 miles of me. Maybe. Probably. I'm probably tripping about that. Yeah, there definitely is. Not that I know about, though. I don't think I've ever ate at an Indian restaurant, as a matter of fact. Is Indian food good? I think I've talked about this on live streams in the past. Is Indian food good? Oh, MVP? Yeah. I don't know, man. Let's see. Let's see what the... I want to know what the division looks like. Because I can't just come up with it off my head. Let's go to... I don't know how to work ESPN yet. Oh, it's showing Sean O'Malley. God, he beat Homeboy's ass. Alright, divisional rankings. Yeah, I thought Cheeto would win, but me and Corey Sandhagen had like the same thoughts. We thought that Cheeto would pressure for whatever reason, and we felt so stupid after. I had the, like, him saying that, I was like, man, I feel the same fucking way about it. Because I was like, when has Cheeto ever pressured? Why am I saying that he'd pressure? I should have known Sean O'Malley would beat the shit out of him. Well, I did. I leaned towards Cheeto, and I broke down exactly how Sean O'Malley would win. But I just leaned towards Cheeto, which was my bad. Alright, well, it's taken too long for ESPN to load, so we're just going back to the fight now. Gotta reset it. I want to make sure we're live. Might miss a couple seconds, but it's alright. Cheeto had a bad camp. That's no excuse. He still didn't pressure at all. He got a good liver shot at the very end, though. Sean probably gonna fight Marab, but in 2025. Yeah, he said that, but then he also posted another thing that said, I'm just fucking with y'all. But honestly, I'd rather see the Corey Sandhagen fight. I know the Marab fight, he deserves it, but I'd rather see Sean O'Malley and Corey Sandhagen. Like, that'd be such a good fight. Because Sandhagen's so offensive. Alright, 3 minutes and 35 seconds into round 3. St. Preux pressures, gets hit with jab, and then a cross, and then he returns with a jab and a cross too. It's pretty much a back and forth fight. I don't even know who's winning so far. Sean versus Pantoja, best matchup. Hey, actually, that's not too far apart. Flyweight, bantamweight, that's just, you know, that's 10 pounds away. Yeah, 125, 135, yeah. Yo, that'd be funny. But Sean would beat the shit out of Pantoja, man. It's just, Sean has a different frame. He's so much longer. And even if, he'd still be right back up to 135. But it'd be funny. But I'd like to see Sean versus Sandhagen, because Sandhagen is so offensive and Sean is so defensive. Unless he does what he did to Cheeto. Because Sean was pressuring so well against Cheeto. It was ridiculous. I didn't know Sean had the ability to do that if somebody wasn't tired. But sure shit, he did. Now, St. Preux is looking like he's winning this fight. The live odds favor him right now. 2 minutes left. And St. Preux, man, he's 40 years old and he's been fighting forever. Ever since I can remember. Oh. Wild punches from Nichetsu. He feels the pressure right now. Unloading bombs, some hooks. Ovince St. Preux, something about him, he looks like Yoel Romero. Like he's always playing possum. Significant strikes for St. Preux. 25 in round 1, 40. Okay, and it's gone. Never mind. Ovince St. Preux, yeah, he looks like he's always playing possum. Goes for a single leg. Nichetsu spins out. 2 wild hooks. Now they're in the clinch. Tie clinch. Oh, knee. Good uppercuts. St. Preux ripping the body. Oh my god. It's like a Rocky movie. Damn. They're just trading hooks right now. Standing in the pocket. This is how you know that two fighters have been fighting for, 14 minutes now? Because they're standing well within punching range. The more comfortable and the longer you fight with your opponent, the closer that you get. And they're actually not even at the end of their punches, right? They're at short distance. They're right next to each other, basically head to head at most times. And they're just ripping to the body, ripping to the head. St. Preux slipping punches. God damn, what a war. St. Preux is just slipping these punches, man. So classy with it, too. And it's just such a, it reminds me like a dirty boxing style. You started boxing at 19, bro? Hell yeah, man. Great time to start. St. Preux, 57 significant strikes. Nichetsu, 43. 18 seconds left in round 3. Man, this is actually a really good round. Really high-paced. I am not disappointed at all. St. Preux throwing wild hooks. Nichetsku goes with a jab. Returns back. Oh, man. What a fight. And it's over. Yeah, St. Preux won that. Damn, man. 40 years old. I know I won't be fighting when I'm 40. Shit. I won't even be... Yeah, and you know what? No, I would be training. I'm fucking around. I would be. Damn, man. Yeah, and he didn't even go on the ground either. He was just slipping and ripping, man. That was a good fight. And then what do we got next? I want to see what we got next after this. I do not know. Let's see. Or no, actually, I want to see what the stats were for that, too. Let me find the scoreboard real quick. Yeah, I want to see how much strike St. Preux landed. Yeah, here we go. Ba-da-ba. Boom. And then we got Tuivasa and Tybura. The only thing I've seen is Tybura knocked a dude out with a head kick. Okay. So, Oven St. Preux versus Nichitsutsu. Alright, so St. Preux actually got a knockdown that I missed. Total strikes, 129 for St. Preux to 113. 129 significant strike. What? Both of these guys. Okay, only one strike wasn't significant. And that was from Kennedy Nichetsku. So the total strikes for both gentlemen were pretty much significant strikes. That tells you something right there. 91 strikes to the head. Or no, okay. Yeah, so attempted strikes, 253 from St. Preux and 257 from Nichetsku. Man, this is a fucking war right here. 91 shots to the head from St. Preux, 87 from Nichetsku, 20 shots to the body, and 12 leg kicks, and barely any control time. Yeah, so St. Preux definitely won that. Damn, man. Damn. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm definitely going to watch a St. Preux fight after this. What else? Who else has he fought? No, I'm not going to go into that. We need to go. Who else is fighting next? Oh, we got Brian Battle versus... Who is this? Anjay Lusa. Fucking Brian Battle. The Pooh Bear. Yeah, like I said, I've only seen him from the Ultimate Fighter. So, let's click on him real quick. Let's click on both these guys. I want to see more about them before we get into it. So we got 11 wins and 2 losses from Brian Battle. He's got 3 knockouts, 6 submissions, and 1 submission loss. Who has he fought, though? Who is this? Trayshawn Gore, he won a unanimous decision. We got, who's this? Gabe Green. Don't know who that is. Okay. And then who's this Losa guy? He's 10-3. And let's look at his profile. He's 5'10", 171, 30 years old. Okay. Takedown average. Okay, so he's definitely a takedown guy. So let's see. So Battle is a submission guy, but what's his name? Lusa? Man, come on, why are these names so hard? Lusa Anjay Losa. It's Loosa. So it's Lusa. Alright, let's pronounce it together, guys. Ange. Anjay Lusa. Right? Heard about Jake Paul versus Niraj? I haven't heard about that. I've only heard about Paul versus Tyson. Or you mean Logan Paul. Alright, who's he fought? We got Fletcher. Oh, AJ Fletcher. Another AJ. There you go. I don't know. Oh, he lost to Dalla Mandela. We watched him last weekend too. On the Contender Series. I guess that's how. Oh, okay. That's the fight that they were showing all the highlights about. Okay. But to be fair, he is a killer. So let's see. Who's walking out? Unable to play the video. Man. Don't be starting that. Yeah, but like I was saying in the beginning of the video, Brian Battle, what are you doing, man? You already got the best name out there. Like, you already got Brian Battle. Why do you need to be the Butcher, too? Like, come on, man. And before, Pooh Bear was better, because that's how I remember this dude. His name is Pooh Bear. Like, that's crazy to me. Yeah, he changed his name to the Butcher. I remember watching The Ultimate Fighter as it was coming out, and it came on the screen, nicknamed Pooh Bear, and I'm like, what? But I remembered it. Sometimes that's all that matters. Is all you have to do is remember the name. But apparently not for Bilal Muhammad. But let's see what Battle can do here. Yeah, he did have longer hair before. Oh yeah, this dude is definitely a wrestler. Andre here. He's got, looks to be fast combos, sharp right hand. And he has this flurry of punches from what I can see. Oh my god. He beat the shit out of that guy. Okay. Honestly, from what I'm seeing, I like the Luce guy more. Or Lusa guy. He looks like a killer. I mean, now he's walking out. Yeah, he looks like a killer just from what I saw. He was throwing some hands at him. One of 4 Conjanese fighters. I don't know if I said that right. Yeah, he looks like a killer. I said I know Brian Battle, but the way he was throwing those punches, I don't remember who did Brian Battle fight for the Ultimate Fighter, because I know he won that. So let's check that real quick. Because it was another really good guy. Was it Ricky Tercios? Maybe it was Ricky Tercios. Maybe it wasn't, though. I need to check this. Who did he win the Ultimate Fighter? Okay, so he actually has... He's had a couple fights since then. The Ultimate Fighter... Andre Petrosky. Andre Petrosky? No, I'm thinking of Andre Arlovsky. Okay, no, he didn't beat Tercios. Who beat Tercios then? Okay, I don't know. Either way, let's get back to it. Make sure we're live. Back-to-back wins for Lusa. And this dude looks like he's got a Paulo Costa build or a Yoel Romero build. This dude is decked out. We got Herb Dean. Haven't seen him all night. Coming out for the main events, of course. I noticed that they haven't had Mark Goddard out from the other day whenever he got the very, very controversial... He called the controversial fight where the dude had... Oh, Cedric Dame. There it is. That's his name. Cedric Dame had glass in his foot. And Mark Goddard pushed him up against the fence and started yelling at him. I noticed they haven't used him for this event yet. Brian Battle walking out cocky as fuck, talking to the camera. From Springfield. 1 out of 11 Missouri-born UFC fighters. And let's see what happens. He looks cocky as hell right now. He reminds me of another fighter that I can't really place. Yeah, he's taking his time, walking out slow. My prediction, I think Lusa is going to win second round. No, first round knockout. Honestly. I don't even know why, but that's just my initial prediction. And what are all these tally marks that he has on his ribs? Is that supposed to be all of the people that he's beaten? That's hilarious. I notice a lot of fighters, they just spend all of their money on tattoos. Interesting choice, but I don't understand it. But I'm assuming those tally marks are from all the people that he's beaten. Shaheen, hey bro, if you're looking for commercials, hook me up. Looking for commercials? Nah, man. Unless it's DraftKings or fucking Coca-Cola. Brian Battle back-to-back wins. 6th fastest finish in UFC welterweight history. 14 seconds. Versus G. Green. Gabriel Green, I'm assuming. And tough 29 middleweight winner. Volkanovski versus... no, not Rodriguez. Ortega. Ortega versus Rodriguez is what just happened on the Volk versus Topuria card, right? Or was that a fight night of its own? Yeah, it was a fight night of its own. Alright, welterweight bout. Brian Battle versus Anže Lusa. 29 is Brian Battle. 30 is Anže Lusa. 6'1", Brian Battle. 5'10", Anže Lusa. And Brian Battle has the reach advantage, and he's the favorite for this fight. But I'm still sticking with oh boy Lusa here. I think Lusa's about to show us something. Brian Battle still looking confident, bouncing around right now, but Anže Lusa looks like he's just another day in the office. But let's see what happens. So I think Battle here is more of a submission guy, and Lusa here is more of a wrestler. So let's see who can really control who once they get on the ground. This is just from what I've seen very briefly. And just because I know who Brian Battle is doesn't mean I even know what his style is. I just remember the name. Pooh Bear. Sometimes that's all it takes. Habib Abbas, bro, long time no see. Yeah, man, I took a little time off, but I'm back. We're watching UFC. Fight night, Tuivasa versus Tybura. Or Tybura, yeah. We got Brian Battle standing in the middle of the octagon, bouncing around. Slapping his chest. Yeah, I think he's going to get knocked out in the first round. That's my prediction. Mike Beltran. He called a fight earlier with the two chicks. I can't remember their names. And he said, stop, 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 stop. And then let the fight continue after that. And then the chick had to submit her again. And I'm like, what? Once you say stop, it doesn't even matter if they're out or not. Just end the fight. Alright, they touch gloves. Round 1, 4:57. Lusa with a leg kick. And immediately in with that pressure. Yeah, I think Lusa's going to knock him out. Front kick attempt from Battle, but not within range. Body kick. Oh, Lusa kind of slipped. Wild punches. Flying knee from Battle. And Lusa's now backing up. Oh, and now takedown attempt. Battle has control against the fence. Battle looks like the way taller fighter. Oh, almost ruined my whole setup. Looks like the way taller fighter between the two of them. Now they're back in the center, still in the clinch. And now Battle is walking him towards the cage. Double under for Lusa. I think he's going to try to flip him around. Nope. And now he gets reversed in half guard. Now on top. Yeah, these guys they're throwing down. Oh my god, great explosive move right there from Lusa. Pushing off. And now back to the cage. So it seems like both of these guys are as strong as each other. They're just throwing each other around right now. Plumbeer, bro, how am I? I'm doing alright, man. How are you? You doing alright? You watching the fights? 3 minutes and 30 seconds left in round 1. And on the cage is Lusa right now. And a heavy breath from Lusa. Maybe I should have stuck with my homeboy Battle. Just from the highlights, so I saw he had some heavy hands. Lusa did. Alright, pushing him off and right back to the cage. All of this explosive movement. This is why you see fighters take these rests in the clinch or on the ground, is because whenever you use these explosive movements, you get tired and you get gassed quick. Lusa going for a trip. Doesn't work. 2 minutes and 47 seconds left. And Battle is trying to take him down. And Lusa's doing a good job reverses. But Battle looks like he's stronger now that Lusa's a little bit tired. Elbow from Lusa. And now they're back in the center. Lusa moving around. Battle flat-footed. Checks a kick. Checks another one. Getting backed up. Front kick finally lands. Leg kick. Again, checked. Yeah, it looks like Battle has the better of Anjay Lusa right now. And Anjay is just getting backed up. And especially as a smaller fighter, both shorter and... You know what? No, he might be a little bit thicker. Like, this dude has got fucking muscle on muscle. He's probably a little bit heavier than Battle here. But either way, he needs to pressure Battle and avoid the clinch, because he just gets his back stuck to the fence every time. And whenever you allow a fighter to put you on the back foot like this, I know I've said it so many times, maybe this time like somebody else that hasn't heard it will hear it, pressure kills creativity. Lusa had all of those great combos, those great hooks, until Battle started pressuring him, right? But now Lusa is starting to stand in the middle with Battle. Jabs exchange from both gentlemen, and I can't believe this is only round one. This is a crazy pace from both of them. But it looks like now Battle is breathing out of his mouth too. Double jab. Oh, double knee from Battle landed, backing Lusa up. Yeah, this is a really high pace, and it seems like Battle is going to be the one that has more energy, because unless you have insane cardio, the person that's flat-footed is usually going to be less tired at the end of the exchange. Most of the time. You know, this fight is reminding me of Oliveira versus Chandler. You've got the smaller, more compact guy he's like built like a fire hydrant. And then you've literally got a blonde dude that has a bunch of tattoos. Right hand lands from Battle. And then Lusa goes in with an exchange. Lusa switching stances. Hand fighting now. Front kick caught. Now Battle's getting backed up. Another front kick caught. Lusa's now slipping punches. Woo! What are my thoughts on this fight? I think it's actually a really high pace. Very interesting fight. What's up, Sam Johnson? Yeah, okay, so what Battle needs to do is to keep that pressure on and get it right back onto the cage. Whenever he gets Lusa on the cage, you can see that he can't really explode, because once he explodes, he gets tired. So that's what I'd say Battle should do. And just, even if you don't want to put it in the clinch, you want to look for that highlight knockout, just stand right in front of him and keep putting that pressure on him. And what Lusa needs to do is he needs to go, from what I saw in those highlights, his best work is whenever he can use his momentum with that right hand to keep throwing those hooks whenever somebody else is backed up on the cage. But from what I've seen so far, that's what's taking him out of his comfort zone, is that he can't back him up and hit him against the cage, because Battle's the one putting on the pressure. So that's what Lusa needs to do more than anything, is back up Bryan Battle right now. Because every finish, or at least highlight that I saw, Lusa had his opponent against the cage. But now again, Battle standing on the Monster logo, round 2, 4 minutes and 49 seconds. Fainting is Battle, throwing a front kick. And Lusa now is going for a bunch of different feints. Dodges a high kick. Looks like he has a little boost in stamina now. Left or right hook lands from Battle. Putting on the pressure, Battle. My voice is changing. Everybody says that every time. Like I said, I guess it's just because I talk for long enough. Bryan Battle is looking excellent. I don't know who's tweeting that. 4 minutes and 17 seconds into round 2. And it's the pressure from Battle. And like I said, The fighter that is moving less is going to have more energy at the end of the day most of the time. What happened? Eye poke? I think an eye poke. Yep. I need to see the slow-mo. I didn't even see at all. But now this is... Oh, clash of heads. Oh, and then an eye poke. Yo, a clash of heads. He headbutts him from the bottom. Perfect headbutt. And then Bryan Battle pokes him in the eye. How awesome. What a turn of events. Bryan Battle didn't even complain. Oh, they're bringing in the doctor. Come on. I mean, if it's bad, sure, but don't bring in the doctor yet. Give him a little bit of time. He just got stabbed in the eye. Oh, I hope it doesn't end like this. Where are they fighting? The Apex? So they're in LA? Oh, man, they be tripping in LA sometimes. Lucifin to win? You think he's already winning? I think I have Battle up 2 rounds right now. But I think if Lusa actually takes his time right now, this fight is about to be a lot more entertaining because this is a breather. This is 1 minute and 20 seconds now. Lusa has had time to recover. And it's about to be crazy. Alright, so we got the slow-mo. Boom! Right on the chin. The headbutt. And then Battle goes in with the eye poke. Oh, the thumb right in the eye. It was the thumb. Ooh. And now Battle is just laying on the floor. Is it over? The fight's over. Oh my god, don't tell me that's how the fight ended. No way. Oh my god. And it looks like he would have been fine. Oh my god. Bro, when am I gonna teach some boxing in live? I don't know. Whenever the weather gets a little bit better around here, I might do another live session. G3K 0 South, what happened? So, the Lusa came up and headbutted Battle. Battle was trying to push him away and put his thumb into Lusa's eye. And then Lusa only got 1 minute and 45 seconds to recover, and they called the fight. Man, that's such a disappointing way to end that. You can't end it like that. Come on, man. And he looked like he would have been fine if you gave him a couple more seconds. Like I said, they be tripping in LA, man. Oh, man. And he looked like he was about to start crying. And Bryan Battle is pissed. I don't know if he's like putting on an act to make himself look better, or if he's like actually pissed. But from what I've seen, he looks like a genuine dude. And he's the one that got butted. It's a no contest at least. Hey, I think they're saying, oh, they're about to fight. Oh, Bryan Battle just started some shit, and now Lusa is getting held back by security. Wow, what a dickhead. What a dickhead. Come on, the fight's ended already. I mean, wow, what a shitty situation. What a shitty end to that fight. Bryan Battle just like got into his face for no reason and really said something to piss him off. I'm going to have to hear that after the podcast. Man, that's so disappointing. But we're about to get to Tuivasa versus Tybura. And I don't know what Battle's saying right now, but man, we got to see that fight again. Even though Gore was not, I keep saying Gore. I wanted to say Gore, but what's his name? Lusa, he had some moments, but he looked tired, but I can never tell, because some people, they play that possum, like Ovin St. Preux. He looked like he was playing possum, and he was still throwing hard shots. Brian Battle looks like he's talking mad shit, and Michael Bisping looks like he's not having any of it. Brian Battle looks like he's about to cry. Come on, Pooh Bear. Oh, come on, Pooh Bear. Come on, you can't get that pissed. I'll have to hear what he said, though. Because either way, both of them pretty much at the same time. Oh, wait, what's happening now? Oh. I don't know what's happening. But, they're checking his eye right now. Yeah, he's fine. That doctor is so fucking stupid. Come on now. Yeah, they both did something illegal at the same time. They would have just gave him like 30, 45 more seconds. It would have been fine. Why is Battle walking around like he owns this shit? Oh my god. Come on now, man. What a disappointing... See, now, all I can think of is fucking Pooh Bear over here. And how he just acted like a dick after... He didn't even win the fight. Man. Eye poked, yeah. What's up, Unavailable? Man, it's been a long time. What are you doing, man? You watching the fights right now? We're on the main event. Tuivasa versus Tybura. 9 wins by knockout, 6 by submission for Marcin Tybura, also ranked number 10. Hell yeah, I remember you, Unavailable. I know it's been a long time. It's been like at least 6 months. Nah, 7, 8 maybe. It's been 8 months since we've done consistent live streams. I remember at one point I had like maybe 14 weeks in a row or some crazy number. I want to get back to it though. We should be getting there soon because I do it every week. I do it every Saturday. But soon, again, we are going to be doing live streams every night on Instagram. Because I pretty much did that every night I do a podcast. It was an Instagram live stream, but it was a podcast because they were all an hour long. But I want to get back to that soon, man. Of course I remember you. I remember the people that don't change their username or their profile picture. If you have like a really memorable profile picture, I will not forget. Yeah, you watched Francis versus AJ? Yeah, man, what'd you think about that? I thought I could have seen a little bit more from Francis. I would have liked to seen a little bit more, but I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with him. Yeah, but yeah, AJ, he beat some ass, man. He hit him with that right hand. He dropped him 2 times before that and then just put him to sleep. Yeah, yours was a cat? Yes, it was. What was it, a gray cat? Nah, please tell me it was it a gray cat? My second option is a black cat. Those are my 2 guesses right there. Which profile? I think it was a gray and a white cat. Crazy Francis a tank, but he's slow. Yeah, dude. He looked so slow. Like, it looked like he was a completely different fighter. Like, usually he's moving around real fast, but I don't know. I don't know what was wrong with him, but either way, he did not win that fight. What's up, Petco? But now we're getting into Tuivasa versus Tybura. I think we're gonna see a quick knockout here. I don't know by who, but either way. Yeah, brown and butter one. Like gray. Hey, yeah. I think I know. I think I remember. I got like the image in my head right now. But before we get into this, I'm gonna take a break real quick, and then we'll get right back before the fight actually starts. Alright, we are back. So, we're still in the pre-fight right here. I don't know too much about Tybura. Or, you know what, I don't know really anything about Tybura. He looks like he has wild punches. Oh, he's beating on, what's his name, Walt Harris here. That's hilarious. And then everybody likes old boy Shuey here, Tuivasa. But I see a quick knockout. Yeah, and didn't he... Oh, no, Derek Lewis, I'm thinking about that. Went over and flying kneed him in the face. But either way. Here, let me restart this real quick. This live stream. Boom. Boom. Alright. But I'm excited for Jose Aldo coming back for UFC 301. I didn't say who he was fighting, though. That's the thing. Alright, let's see a little bit more about this Tybura guy here in a second. Let me start this real quick. Come on now. UFC. Oh, come on. UFC. Fight. Fight. Oh my god. Fight. Fight. You know what? We're not even going to add a title then. I don't want to... Oh, I can't take it off the charger. My phone's at 99%. Usually my phone is completely dead when I do these live streams, but we'll just start it like that. So, let's see a little bit more about Tybura here, because that's pretty much what we've been doing the whole time. I only saw one head kick knockout from Tybura, and from the highlights that I've seen, he has pretty wild punches. And both of them do, so this is pretty much going to be a slugfest. I don't see this going, you know, it's a fight night, so it's going to be 5 rounds, right? Yeah, I don't see this going 5 rounds. But somebody sent a request to be in the video. If you guys want to join and be on the Punch Podcast, just, you know, let me know. Because we had one dude come on a while ago. I think it was episode 3. It was a fun time. I remember we used to do that all the time on the Instagram lives like I was talking about. But we got Marcin Tybura, 5th most wins among active UFC heavyweights, 10 first-round finishes, 4th most takedowns among UFC heavyweights, 20. What's up, G3K 0 South? Tuivasa it's on right now? Hell yeah, man. We're going to be watching all 5 seconds of it. I don't know. Hopefully it's not just a slugfest for like 25 minutes. I want to see someone get laid out cold. Hopefully Tybura here so we can see Tuivasa do a shoey. Yeah, man. I have to go through ESPN Plus at this point. It's just the best way to watch it for me, man. It's the most reliable way, at least. But UFC 300, I wanted to break this down a little bit. We'll do that while old boy is walking out. Because I haven't really talked about it in detail, and I wanted to break it down as we're going along, because I know my mind's going to change about it. So we'll go UFC 300. And we'll talk about it a little bit after, and after the live stream. If you guys didn't know that watch these live streams, I post a whole podcast on YouTube, so if you want to see the things that you miss afterwards, whenever I turn off the live, check out, because we're going to be talking about all my predictions for UFC 300 pretty much. We got Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill, Wei Lee versus whoever that is, Gagey and Holloway, Oliveira versus Turkistan, who fucking Turkistan said that Oliveira only has a rear naked choke, which is the craziest thing ever when he has the most submission wins ever. And then we got... Wait, whoa. It says Justin Gaethje versus Holloway is canceled. Whoa. Guys, don't take my word for that, but I do not know if that's true. Oh, that would be the worst thing ever. Oh, that would be the worst thing ever. Alright, we got Tuivasa walking out, though. Oh, Tuivasa looks pumped. Alright, I want to see Holloway versus Gaethje. Is this like actually canceled? Is useless fight crazy? Okay, so no, it's not canceled. Sorry guys, sorry to make your heart jump out of your chest, but who do we got after that? Where are the limbs at? Give me them prelims. because I know the prelims are crazy too. We got Jerry fighting Calvin Kattar versus Sterling. Holly Holm versus Kayla Harrison. Harrison is making her debut for the first time, and she's like fucking 160 or something. Like, she's huge. We got Sadiq Yusuf. That's the dude that did the spinning. No, Buckley's the one that did the spinning back kick and knocked out Sadiq Yusuf, I think. Maybe. Versus Diego Lopez. And then the early prelims are crazy too. Jalen Turner, he's the dude that did that quick 1-2. Bobby Green versus Jim Miller. I'm so excited for that one. And at the very bottom, we got Davidson Figueroa versus Cody Garbrandt. And I saw a comment somewhere saying they'd probably put that at the bottom to fill a bunch of seats early, which made a bunch of sense, honestly. But yeah, it's not canceled. Yeah, it was tripping me out though for a second. It was tripping me out. Alright, let me make sure we're live on here, and then we'll actually get into this 5-second fight. I don't know how long it's actually going to be, but Bruce Buffer's now announcing, and let's see. Yeah, Tuivasa is just so entertaining. Like I said, the guys that I don't know their names are usually the scariest. Like Tybura here. I have no idea who he is, so he's probably going to surprise me tonight. Oh, you're watching it on TikTok? Haha! Alright, we got Herb Dean as the referee. On TikTok, yeah. I have a TikTok, but I don't really use it too much. Yeah. But Tuivasa here, who has he even fought? I would check, but I don't want to get behind on it. I don't know how many knockouts Tuivasa has had. He's on like a 4-fight winning streak, I think. But he is he's scary, man. These heavyweights, you cannot make any mistake. And what the hell is wrong with Tybura's hair here? He looks like he got only half of it cut off, man. What the hell? Got in a fight with a fucking lawnmower. 24-8, 6'3", 247 pounds. Man, he looks crazy. He looks like a crazy motherfucker. He looks like he's over 265 right now. I'd say he's like 278. If I had to guess, no, man, he looks like he might be. No, 278. If I had to guess, he looks big. And Tuivasa, damn, he looks big too, but he looks about 265. Am I live on YouTube? No, I'm not live on YouTube. I will find a way to do that soon, though. We're only live on Instagram, and soon we'll do it on YouTube. I post the whole podcast on YouTube afterwards, so you can look forward to that on Mondays. I record them live on Saturday, so you can join on Instagram, and on Monday I post the whole thing on YouTube. But yeah, we got Tuivasa versus Tybura walking in the center. And here we go. Herb Dean is the referee. And yeah, Mark Goddard has not been out at all tonight. Tuivasa versus Tybura. They're now, let's get ready to go. I see a quick first round knockout. I'm going to just guess Tuivasa because that's what I'm hoping right now. And a very bold move to not braid his hair and to have it in only a ponytail like that. Alright. Round 1. 2 minutes and 56 seconds. Tybura already going in with the pressure. Tuivasa's in green. Tybura's in black. And honestly, Tybura looks way bigger than Tuivasa. But he also looks way slower now that I'm looking at this. Tuivasa. Oh, a couple good hard elbows in the clinch. 4 minutes and 33 seconds. And Tybura's just looking for that takedown now. He kind of looks awkward whenever he's standing. These boys are throwing. Oh, you gotta love a heavyweight fight, man. Who doesn't love a heavyweight fight? Good right hand from Tuivasa. These dudes are just throwing their entire momentum at each other in the middle of the cage right now. Big cut on Tybura. Oh my god, it's bleeding everywhere. His face is completely red from all of these shots. And Tuivasa is getting pressured right now, but he's staying calm. And that's the difference between them. A good blitzing left hand from Tybura. They're showing the cut. Good, yeah, it was that elbow I talked about earlier that caused that cut. Boom, right on the top of the head. We got 3 minutes and 41 seconds. Tybura has finally got a hold of Tuivasa. Tuivasa's doing a good job putting his hands underneath. And, oh, picks him up. And right back on the cage. Yeah, these boys are heavy. Yeah, man. Oh! Throws him down. Hammer fist. He looked like he was hammer fisting the canvas, though. This is not what I want to see, though. I don't want to see another Roy Nelson right now. Good pressure, though. In half guard, laying down shots. But you gotta love, like, a Rampage Slam like I was talking about earlier. 2 minutes and 52 seconds left. Oh, we got 2 hooks in now from Tybura. Carrying 265 on top of you is not an easy task. Controlling the hands as Tybura raining down a bunch of hooks. Oh my god. Tuivasa is just, he has no response for it. Now he's putting his hands up. Oh, and just lethal shots. Herb Dean is not anywhere close right now. He is just getting hammered on. This has at least been 30 punches. Oh my god. He has no answer for this, but Herb Dean's letting it go. Oh my god, that was brutal. Yeah, he cut him open like a can of tuna, brother. Oh my god. That was like 30 punches. He hit him with that 30-piece combo. 1 minute and 52 seconds left. This is a 5-round fight. Oh, man. Oh, those punches from the top, man. And especially when you have that 265 on top of you like that. He's just hammering down on him like this. And now he's got it under the neck. Oh, he's got it under the neck. He's trying to roll over. He's on his back. He needs to grab the hand that's around his head right now, but he looks like he's surviving. Oh no, it's going to be all over here soon. He's got both hooks in. Oh my god, he's just trying to survive. But it looks like it's not completely in, and that's how he's still breathing right now. Is he putting a thumbs up? No, there's nothing. He just has his arm straight out like this. He's not even trying to grab, trying to get space. Is he out? He's out. He's out. Yep. It's over. Oh my god. How crazy, man. Oh my god. Whenever he was on top with that 265, just fucking ground and pounding him. Are you kidding me? Yeah, man. I hope Tuivasa would win, but damn, man. And now he's definitely, not happy with himself, of course, but man. I bet that's not the outcome most people thought. It was that ground and pound, though. That's what shook him up. And then once he got that arm under the neck, that's all it took. There will be no shoeies tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, but oh my god, Herb Dean didn't care that he was just getting battered on. I haven't seen shit like that in a long time. And Tuivasa was out, but he got right. He woke up pretty quickly. Man. Damn it, boy. Yeah, he just straight up turned into a backpack and started beating up on him. Man. But Tuivasa's obviously torn up about it, but either way, he's got a huge fan base. Yeah, he finished him convincingly, too. Convincingly, man. Oh, my God. But, yeah, I'm going to end the live chat. As always, we'll do it here in a couple minutes. I'll do a little warning. we'll end the live chat here in a couple minutes. And if you guys want to see the rest of the podcast, it'll be all posted on YouTube on Monday. But how crazy, man. We're going to the decision right now. Yeah, and what's the next fight night? I guess I'll talk about that here in a second. I want to know what the next fight night is. You hate when people do naked choke? Why? Is it just boring? Is that why? Man, it's just smart. He was able to flatten them out. He put those hooks in. He had a weird way of putting in the hooks, though. It was kind of like a body triangle, but modified. Yeah, and Tuivasa's pissed. He's absolutely pissed right now. Hey, man, but it was a good fight, though. For as long as it lasted. The fucking hammering on his face. Yeah, it's boring. I knew you'd say that. I knew you'd say that, G3K South. Yeah, it is kind of boring, though. Everybody likes to see the stand and bang, but you gotta remember, these people are actually getting punched in the face here. You know what I'm saying? But, most wins in active UFC heavyweights, he's climbing up the ranks. But that was a nasty cut, man. This fight could have gone either way, so Tuivasa really shouldn't be too upset. Of course, he lost the fight, but still. Would have finished with that elbow. Was gross. Yeah, man. Yeah, right on top of the forehead, too. It would have been bleeding in his face for 5 rounds. But, yeah. I mean, now we get to see the heavyweight division. We need to see a little bit more action in it. So now we have another name, because Tuivasa, he ain't going anywhere. But now we have another name. Tybura, he's pretty legit. But yeah, that was a crazy fight night. Like I said, always the guys that you don't know their name, and you end up remembering their name. But like I said, thank you guys for watching the live stream. If you want to see the rest of this podcast, check out the Punch Podcast on YouTube. Thank you for G3K0 South. You've been a homie. Thank you, Molokai. Thank you, I don't know, I can't, Unavailable. Thank you, everybody that joined the live stream. And, yeah, guys, I'll see you next Saturday. And hopefully I'll do a little bit more live streams throughout the week. But, yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. And watch the rest of the podcast on YouTube. But anyway, guys, I actually have more plans for this podcast. I'm going to switch from this Tuivasa versus Tybura fight. And I wanted to rewatch O'Malley, man. I wanted to rewatch O'Malley. I wanted to rewatch O'Malley versus Yan. And I was like, you know what? Before I do that, I'm gonna watch it on the podcast. So we're gonna just start O'Malley versus Yan while I talk about, you know, maybe what they're doing right, what they're doing wrong. So, yeah, I'll tell you when we start the fight and each round whenever we get, you know, the start of each round. So now we're round 1, 4 minutes and 57 seconds into O'Malley versus Yan. And, yeah, so we already talked about Tyson versus Paul, but what I wanted to talk about is Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz boxing. And I've seen a bunch of posts today. Today was 5 years ago that Jorge Masvidal knocked out Darren Till, and then, you know, sucker punched Leon Edwards in backstage, and then knocked out Ben Askren, and then beat the shit out of Nate Diaz. Talk about somebody that had a really good UFC run is Jorge Masvidal. But now he has his own league, and people, they don't respect him anymore for whatever reason. Like, he drifted so fast. But we got O'Malley here drifting side to side. His problem in this fight was how he let Yan pressure him, and it's because Yan is such a good defensive and offensive fighter. But defensive more than anything is what makes his offense so good, is you can't hit him, so you get discouraged to go forward because you know you're going to get countered. Man, Jason Herzog is such a good ref. No complaints ever about Jason Herzog. But, like I said earlier, I would love to see O'Malley versus Sandhagen. Man, I watched Sandhagen versus Frankie Edgar earlier. Sandhagen put the meanest knee on his chin. And then he felt so bad about it afterwards too. O'Malley going it with 1-2s. Man, what he did to Cheeto was so ridiculous. And Jan did this to him, man. That tells you how good Jan is. And he was #1 contender at this time. Yeah. Was he though? Yeah, he was. Yeah, but I love watching him fight. I'm so glad he won against Song Yadong. Right? He fought Song Yadong. But if you guys have made it this far into the podcast, tell me, what do you guys think about the new studio? I'm not sure how the intro and the outro is going to look, but hopefully you guys can still be able to see it. But tell me what the audio sounds like. Does the audio sound better? I hope so too. Jan going with a takedown, 2 minutes and 25 seconds. And like I said earlier, I have plans to have different, like whenever there's not a fight night or a UFC card or a bare knuckle event or anything like that, I have an idea that we can just make a whole playlist of UFC wars or UFC classics or UFC knockouts, and I'll just make a whole playlist and we could just talk about knockouts, or we'll talk about whatever, and we'll just have that on in the background whenever there's not a card or anything, because I like having fights in the background either way, because I can just watch them and either way I'm entertained, because that way it's not just me you know, like thinking of all these ideas. I'm watching O'Malley and Jan beat the shit out of each other right now, and like I said, if you guys have 2 devices, sure, you could put on O'Malley and Jan too. Most people do. But sadly, guys, I would love, oh, good takedown from Jan. I would love to put the fight on the screen, but YouTube won't let me. Because they already, even when I put, like, for example, when I post this video, Tybura versus Tuivasa, they're probably going to copyright claim it at first, because they think that I have copyright content in it. Like, I have the fight in it. But I only name the podcast that so I know what fights it is. But, like I said, I would love to, but commentating, this just, either way, I like watching these fights while we're doing the podcast. Like, man, O'Malley, why do I keep saying O'Malley? O'Malley, he's just so good at picking his shots, picking his right hand, his switching stance, his left hand, front kick. He really surprised me whenever he fought Cheeto. But 1-2s, lefts, rights, uppercuts from O'Malley. And Jan's just trying to pick that one shot that he wants to find. But I also had another idea. Let me know if you guys would like to see, like, a whole mixture of, we'll watch all different types of combat sports, everything I could think of. We'll watch wrestling, Muay Thai, we'll watch a jiu-jitsu match, we'll watch boxing. Some days, if we don't have a fight to watch, we'll just watch, like, old boxing classics. Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, Mike Tyson, Ali, Frazier, Foreman. You know, all those guys. Like, if you want some boxing classics, we could watch those. I'll put it in a playlist too. Because I don't only want to watch UFC fights. This is a Punch podcast. It's anything mixed martial arts related. We got O'Malley in the corner here, breathing calm. Jan just listening to instructions. But yeah, I like having fights in the background, man. You just have fun with it. Got Jan going in the center. What he's so good at is grabbing the hands, and O'Malley's good at it too. And O'Malley admitted that the body kick gave him a lot of trouble. And he's so fast. And that long guard, whenever Jan has this long guard out, it discourages you from coming forward, because he's just setting you up to hit you in the body or hit you with an overhand. He's just loading up punches, kind of like Yoel Romero. 4 minutes and 31 seconds into round 2, by the way. But, man, he's so good. And left hand lands. And O'Malley said that shit hurt, man. Yeah, but Jan, he's just got that good long guard, and then he'll step forward and then switch to this, and then switch like this. Guys, like I'm saying, switch hitters are going to be the pinnacle of mixed martial arts. If you can't switch hit, then you're not going to be able to fight. It's going to be necessary at some point. Like O'Malley, he does such a good job. Both of these guys, Jan and O'Malley, they do such a good job switching stances to switch targets. And oh my god, O'Malley is just getting smothered right now. You know, this wouldn't be a good time for me to judge this fight, but most people say that Jan won. I don't know if that's biased or not, but he is beating the shit out of O'Malley from what I've seen. And it's very controversial. Maybe O'Malley did win that first round, I'm not sure. But talk about O'Malley becoming the champ, like, and then not only that, taking a hard fight, somebody that he already lost to, and winning that convincingly, almost knee his teeth down his throat. But you know, now let's see how long can he do it. Can he defend this belt for a while and then move up or move down? Because he would bully Pantoja. Oh my god, it'd be so bad. It would be so bad. But we got 2 minutes and 39 seconds left in round 2. And O'Malley, he's just, whenever he leans forward like that, oh, a trip from Jan. Yeah, Jan has definitely won the second round, I'll tell you that much. O'Malley taking deep breaths. Oh, and he tried to do the same trip. But what else? I feel like I'm missing out on some news, like some very important news. Maybe I kept it in my notes here. 2 minutes and 11 seconds in round 2. Yeah, maybe I did keep it in my notes. Because I feel like I'm missing one big part of news. I talked about the Masvidal boxing match. And yeah, he had a fucking incredible run. Oh yeah, I was going to talk about how Aspinall versus Jones. Did you guys see how John Jones brushed Aspinall's hand off his shoulder immediately? That shit made me laugh. Like, how do you guys think that fight will go? I think Aspinall is a good power puncher. And at heavyweight, there's no telling what'll happen, but I think it'll go the way that it always goes. And I don't know enough about Aspinall, but I know a lot about Jones. And I was talking to a longtime fan of the channel, Alex Heaton. We were talking about Francis versus Jones, who would win. He had a really good point. Like, Francis is strong, but would they be able to wrestle? Would Jones be able to wrestle? I think Jones would be able to out-wrestle Francis. It's just the size difference that's the thing, but Jones is just so good. I think that it'd end by a guillotine. I think that Francis would be sprawled out constantly in the fight, and then Jones would eventually get a guillotine. And Jan has definitely won this round, by the way. We're 2 minutes in. I mean, we're round 2, 43 seconds left. Yeah, but O'Malley probably lost this fight, but either way, I'm glad that he is where he is because it just makes the division so entertaining. And then I think I have a couple fights lined up after this that I wanted to watch too. Let me see. I definitely want to watch some DC highlights sometime. I know we watched Jones versus DC, but what is this fight? Oh, Masvidal versus Diaz. Yeah, we'll watch that fight after the O'Malley, because I was talking about that. That's a fight where he puts a can of whoop ass. By the way, guys, we're at 6 seconds left in round 2. Yeah, but since, you know, Masvidal, he doesn't get enough credit, man. Because those backyard fights, it's just such a original story. Like, he's literally a backyard fighter. Oh, O'Malley hit him with a good left hand. And then he tried to hit him with that uppercut, but O'Malley's defense, he had those, Jan's defense, he had those elbows, and he just tucked it perfectly, and the elbow, the uppercut just skid right off his elbow. And Jan literally just slapped O'Malley. That's hilarious. Right into the body kick, too. I know I probably got to get a different lighting setup, but I just wanted the background to show for whenever we do the intro for the Punch Podcast. But I'll figure that out next episode. Like I said, guys, we're slowly improving the setup, though, aren't we? Like, I mean, I think this is a really big improvement from last episode. Not only do I have a chair that doesn't squeak, we got some soundproof in the back, and I like the way it looks. I think I might put my YouTube plaque, like, right over here somewhere. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm not sure. But we got 4 minutes and 40 seconds left. Round 3. Jan versus O'Malley. Oh, jumping switch kick from Jan. Oh, he's just so fucking fast, man. People were saying he's out of his prime. Nah, he's still good, man. And O'Malley, though, he's so good with leaning forward like this and then leaning back to throw out that front kick. So, watch. Whenever I am taking up space like this, I'm leaning forward. I can also create an illusion that my front kick is just going to come from right here. But what O'Malley does is he throws his body back and throws the front kick out like that. It's so smart. He's so clever and tricky with the way that he strikes. Oblique kick from O'Malley. One of the most controversial strikes in MMA is the oblique kick. I know I've talked about it before, but I think it's one of the most important strikes. Like, I think Jan should be using it right now. Excuse me, I got the hiccups. Especially if you're a shorter fighter, you should be trying to use the oblique kick, but longer fighters, it's going to be way easier for you to use it because you got longer legs, so you're just going to be able to pop it out there like John Jones. But the shorter fighters, it's easy to just keep them at a distance. There's 3 strikes. The head kick from any side. You could do the side kick, the front kick, round kick, the side kick to the body, and the oblique kick. All of those kind of come from the same place, and they get you second guessing. Ooh, knee from O'Malley. Jan just ate that shit. And that body kick comes so fast from Jan. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Oh, left hand lands from Jan. Bleeding, though, above the right eye. And O'Malley's jab, it sets up for that high kick, but he just goes in for that takedown, man. Imagine O'Malley fighting Marab. Woo! Oh, shit, boy. Man, he'd be throwing him up in the sky. Oh, my God, but I want to see that happen so bad. I want to see Sandhagen versus O'Malley. That's what I really want to see. And Sandhagen's such a warrior. Like, I remember on Joe Rogan, he was talking about how there's this one warrior who sacrificed both of his hands and taped like knives to his hands and went out and killed all of his enemies. And that's the mentality he wanted to develop. And I was like, what the fuck is this dude talking about right now? And it like got me to start listening. And then I think the first fight that I watched was... No, I was going to say it was a Frankie Edgar fight. I watched the first Sandhagen fight I ever watched was versus TJ Dillashaw live, and I remember I was always rooting for Sandhagen after that because I thought he won that fight. And they were talking about control time for Dillashaw. And from what I've seen, guys, Jan definitely won this fight. He is manhandling O'Malley right now, which is crazy. So he should probably have 2 losses. If we're being honest, guys, is that controversial for me to say? Is that controversial? I mean, I don't know. And you know, a good thing about this setup, guys, I can just kind of push this chair out of the way, like whenever need be. And if I ever need to demonstrate something, I'm already right here. I got the podcast, I got the microphone right here, so the podcast won't be like too affected. Hopefully I'll check to see how the audio looks, but usually I am back here too. So let's just do an example real quick. So Jan, whenever he has this guard out, right, not only does he use it to measure distance, he uses it to close distance by stepping forward and keeping the long guard, but just reversing it like this. And then this also sets up the body kick, and that's what makes it so much faster. What O'Malley's doing is he's using this jab, and he's just constantly kind of probing it out there, trying to keep it constantly a threat into Jan's face. And it's just the pressure from Jan also right now that's completely smothering O'Malley. 7 seconds left in round 3. But the most important thing is that long guard from Jan like this, and then he steps forward, steps back. This sets up the right hand. This sets up the body kick like I said. And the most important thing is it just covers distance like that. But yeah, man, this setup, I really like this setup. I'm really digging it. Hopefully that didn't mess up the audio too much. But yeah, I think O'Malley definitely lost that fight, guys. I mean, both of them had their moments in it, but shit, watching that over again, I think O'Malley lost. And it doesn't really matter now because it's all like gone in the wind. Whatever, it doesn't matter, but yeah. Oh my god, yeah. And then Jan landed those 2 hard punches, and then a takedown right after that. But O'Malley's face looks fine after, which is crazy to me. Yeah, Jan should have won that. Sorry guys, but I think let's move on. I think Jan definitely won that. But let's go to Masvidal versus Diaz. I wanted to watch this because it's just we're not going to hear too much about Masvidal anymore. Oh wait, did I lose it? Oh man, I lost it. I'll find it again. Masvidal versus Diaz. It's such an entertaining fight. If you guys haven't watched Jorge Masvidal versus Nate Diaz, it's such a good fight. I'll probably put it in a playlist somewhere. But before that, let me take another break real quick. Ladies and gentlemen, I'll be right back. And we are back. So, let's start this up. Masvidal versus Diaz. It's an absolute classic, man. I mean, you can hate Masvidal, you can hate Diaz. I mean, you can't really hate Diaz. Not many people hate Diaz, but either way, this is a good fight. Jorge, looking smug, runs out into the center of the octagon. 4 minutes and 57 seconds in round 1. He scared the shit out of Nate Diaz right there, though. I remember I watched this live, and then I watched it like 3 times after. It's just such a good fight. Nate Diaz gets the shit beat out of him. And the hand fighting, body kicks from Jorge. At this point, Jorge just beat the shit out of anybody. And in the clinch, he had some good clinch work. If you're kind of in the clinch with Nate Diaz and you're holding your own, you got some good clinch work, but not like Kamaru, man. Imagine if Kamaru fought Nate Diaz. And I was going to talk about this earlier. What would be more impressive if you submitted, oh, here we go, 4 minutes and 12 seconds before we get into that. Elbow, 1, 2, 3, 4. Head kick lands. Diaz on the floor. What, motherfucker? Come on. Come on down here. You want to taste some of this jujitsu, bitch? But anyway, like I was saying, that knockdown, that combo from Jorge right there, one of the best that I've ever seen. Other than like DJ versus Moraes, that was a good combo right there. Or Cerrone versus Homeboy. But yeah, like I was saying, Diaz, I don't know what would be more impressive if you were able to submit a Diaz brother or knock out a Diaz brother. Like, what do you guys think? What would be more impressive? I was literally thinking about that earlier, and I'm like, I don't know. I think knocking one out would be more impressive, but somebody's already done that. Josh Thompson knocked out Nate Diaz with a head kick. And isn't it crazy that Nick Diaz fought Anderson Silva and laid down? Ooh, good hammer fist to the body from Jorge. 3 minutes and 6 seconds left in round 1. And it's such a shame that this fight ended from a cut. And I'm obviously watching this for a reason. I watched the O'Malley one and the Jan one because I wanted to watch that one. But another one that was on the list was Costa versus Yoel. But I'm watching Masvidal versus Diaz because they're about to do a boxing match. And what do you guys think about that? So this fight ended from a cut, and if they have bigger gloves on, we saw that Nate didn't get cut up in that boxing match versus Jake. It really didn't play too much of a factor. So now we got 2 minutes and 26 seconds left. And Masvidal is just kind of biding his time. He's not letting Diaz bully him. And Masvidal, here, let's do another demonstration here for the people watching visually. This is about to be the craziest podcast that ever was. So, Masvidal, he has a perfect combination of being flat-footed and waiting for that right hand, and being on his toes and moving backwards or moving forward with strikes or throwing that right body kick. He's got a really good right body kick, just like Peter Yan. But Masvidal, he kind of bounces around like this, and then you'll stand flat-footed, look for a shot. He'll bounce around like this, stand flat-footed, look for a shot, and he's just such a sniper like that. And that's a perfect way to approach mixed martial arts, is to not take one stance. And look, he's doing it right now. 1 minute and 25 seconds left. Oh, and good shots land from Diaz. And Jorge's blowing kisses to the camera. This is just a good fight, man. Both good entertainers. Nate going with knees to the leg right now. But yeah, now that I have this extended setup here, I can pretty much stand up and do somewhat boxing tutorials slash podcast slash, man, this podcast, it's definitely evolving. Because before I wasn't able to stand up and, do whatever. But now, if I ever need to go deeper into a subject, I'll just stand up, push a chair to the side, and, show you guys what I'm talking about. And we got, Stockton slap from Nate. Jorge runs back to the middle. And it's crazy because Dan Miragliotta couldn't even say, we're fighting for the baddest motherfucker belt. We're fighting for the BMF belt. It's crazy. You can have the BMF belt, but you can't say baddest motherfucker. 11 seconds left in round 1. Jorge gets hit with a good left. And man, Jorge had a good chin up until he got hit with that nuclear bomb from Kamaru. I watched that fight earlier. There was about 6,000 beads of sweat that fell off of Jorge Masvidal's face. And afterwards, he was classy as hell. He was like, yo, good shit, man. Yeah, but that head kick that opened the cut, oh my god, what a perfect head kick from Masvidal. That might have been the perfect head kick that didn't knock someone out. See, that's what I'm saying. Is it more impressive to knock out a Diaz, bro, or to submit them? I think knock him out, because Nate just took that head kick like it was fucking Captain Crunch for breakfast. Masvidal getting pressured. 4 minutes and 51 seconds left in round 2. Another Stockton slap attempt. And I love how Nate, he'll just randomly choose to just, I'm just going to chill out now. We're just going to, I'm chill. And then he'll go in with a couple punches. See, he's doing it again. 4 minutes and 29 seconds. Doing this weird elbow stance like this. And Masvidal, if I could describe him in a couple words, it'd be blitz and power and explosive. There you go. There's a couple words to describe Masvidal. And Nate, he's just tough, volume, and tricky, awkward. But it's just such a good matchup because they are throwing right now. Say what you want about either of these dudes, but this is such a fucking good fight. And these two dudes were so popular at the time that they made a belt called the baddest motherfucker because of how much the fans love these two guys. And this is the most I've seen Nate pressure anybody other than Conor in that third fight. We got 15 body strikes from Masvidal and 9 from Diaz. Diaz just got stumbled. Body kick from Masvidal. Drops Diaz. And Diaz, this is a really important thing. So the Diaz brothers, anytime they get hurt, they drop to their back because they know the threat of jiu-jitsu is more than the risk of going down there to try to finish the fight. They know they're not going to do it because they know they're going to get caught in a triangle. And it's just such a smart decision. That's why if you mix some martial arts, like wrestling, plus that boxing, Nate's got alright boxing and amazing jiu-jitsu and wrestling. And because he knows that you're not going to go down there and try to, oh my god, good left hand from Masvidal, and Nate Diaz just eats it. See, both of these guys are at their peak right now. This is such a good fight, man. It's such a shame that it got stopped by a cut. What is this, Florida? I think they were fighting in Florida. But, Masvidal's just got that stance, man. He's just got that blitz, karate, boxing, weird stance. He's got such a unique stance. And Kimbo Slice, man, those days, fighting in the backyards. Ain't nothing like that anymore. There's nothing like Kimbo Slice in the backyard anymore. But, you know what I've been seeing is Dambe. I don't know if anybody knows what this is, but in Africa, it's you have a stone and you wrap your hand around like with a bunch of rope, and that way you have like a glove. You have a stone in your hand and you wrap around rope. That's your glove, and you kind of just have to grab the lead hand of your opponent and just hit him with the meanest hammer of a right hand. 1 minute and 31 seconds left in the Diaz versus Masvidal BMF fight. But yeah, I thought this would be a perfect way to end off the podcast because they're going to be fighting April, June, July. I'm not sure, but it's the first of one of those months. But, man, a boxing match between them, shit. I don't know. It really does even it out, though. Because Diaz is just strictly pretty much hands, and he's been lighting up Masvidal. Oh, and a takedown from Masvidal here. Man, I tell you what, Masvidal has got some pretty good takedown offense and defense. He is just throwing around a Diaz brother right now, and he's a complete striker. But it's nothing compared to Kamaru. Like, whenever Kamaru's found that shot, that one right hand, man, I remember watching that shot live. Oh my god, Kamaru knocking out Masvidal? That was like 2021, right? I'm not sure at this point. But we got 18 seconds, 17, 16 in Masvidal versus Diaz. Yeah, Masvidal is showing some great jiu-jitsu, though. Wow. And they're just punching each other. They don't stop punching each other. That's the best thing about it. Masvidal, some elbows. Oh, man. See, and this is the thing. Everybody likes to talk about the BMF belt. It's so stupid. But this did not disappoint. This fight is so good. This is definitely going on the UFC Wars video. I don't think we'll actually rewatch it, though, because we're watching it right now. But, yeah, Robbie Lawler. You know what? Let's check the list real quick, because you guys have got so long into the podcast for the next episode that you guys listen to. Here we go. So I've got UFC Wars. This is going to be UFC Wars number 1. Some of the fights that we're going to watch. Lawler versus McDonald 2. Tony Ferguson versus Anthony Pettis. Barboza versus Shane Burgos. Calvin Kattar versus Holloway. Justin Gaethje versus Michael Johnson. Oliveira versus Michael Chandler. Dan Hooker versus Dustin Poirier. Colby Covington versus Usman. And that's the list that I got so far. So y'all get ready for that whenever there's not a fight night anymore. But we are on the slow-mo right now for the Diaz fight. But yeah, get ready for that, guys. UFC Wars. That's going to be a fun series because we're just going to go through the whole playlist. We're going to watch the fights, and there's nothing better than a UFC war. And then we'll do like UFC knockouts because I want to see some cool knockouts too. That way it's not always a live reaction where I have to commentate. Like we can just watch it together. And now Diaz is putting on the pressure. See, this is the thing that everybody was talking about. Is, so Nate got cut, but he's a championship fighter. Like, he fights in the championship rounds. And Masvidal is not. He's a quick starter. Rounds 1, 2, and 3 is where he's good. And Nate, he's good in rounds 4 and 5. I talk about this all the time. People say that fighters get better after time, like after rounds go on. That's not usually the case. Sometimes it does happen, but like you get more comfortable while you're in there. But for Nate's case, he just has such good stamina that he surpasses everybody by so much. Like, Masvidal's got alright stamina, but not compared to Nate Diaz. Nate Diaz could fight 15 rounds and probably still be fine. And it's because he doesn't throw 100%. He does probably 50% punches, but he does them so often. Ooh, good left hand from Masvidal. 3 minutes and 41 seconds now in the clinch. But, man, I tell you what, that's a good style to use. Mix up Masvidal's stance with Diaz pressure and also the explosiveness of Masvidal. Man, if you mix Diaz and Masvidal, that's a badass fighter right there. Explosive but with volume. Can change stance from flat-footed to on the feet. That's why being such a well-rounded mixed martial artist it's going to be the normal for everybody now. Like, as time goes on, it's going to be not karate style or taekwondo style or boxing style or wrestling and jiu-jitsu, or you got to be a wrestler and a boxer. It's just going to be, you have to be a well-rounded mixed martial artist, and then it comes down to mindset after that, I guess. Because at some point, it's going to be like football and basketball and tennis, where it's going to be a science, mixed martial arts. You know, like boxing, it's pretty much a science at this point. We know if you slip this punch, there's this many options. But with mixed martial arts, we don't know that yet. It's only been around 30 years. Whenever you throw a punch to the body, you're kind of open to a right hand, you're open to a right kick, you're open to a leg kick that might crumple you if you've already been kicked with a bunch of leg kicks in the fight. Okay, so you might also get taken down from that body punch. They might also grab your hand and hit you with an elbow. They might hit you with a knee. They might circle around you and then hit you with a cross. Like, there's so many different things that could happen that soon these guys are going to get so good that only well-rounded mixed martial artists will be able to compete. Because if you're just like a karate guy like Stephen Wonderboy Thompson or MVP, there's just going to be a well-rounded mixed martial artist that's going to take you down, beat you up, get back on the feet, and then hit you with a highlight knockout, because they know when to get you tired and where they can get you tired. I think that's where the sport is eventually going to evolve to. Because this style by style thing worked for UFC 1, UFC 2, UFC 3. Which, by the way, guys, I have never watched UFC 1, 2, or 3, those original events. So that's definitely going to have to be a first reaction. But we're 1 minute and 4 seconds left in the Diaz fight. But like I said, yeah, soon we're going to have so many good fighters that you can't be a specialist. Like, it doesn't matter. Because they're going to take you down where you're weak. And then it's just going to be like football, like a certain play, or basketball whenever, you know, you've perfected the shot. Obviously, I don't know too much about other sports. Masvidal is pouring down punches on Diaz right now. Ay, 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 man. I mean, who has the best chin in MMA? Cheeto Vera's never been knocked down or knocked out. We got John Jones, never been knocked down or knocked out. Has he been knocked down? I don't know. We got Diaz up there, of course. Who has the best chin in MMA? If you guys have made it to the end, please tell me. Who do you think has the best chin in MMA? We got Yoel Romero, who just eats high kicks. And that's the end of round 3. Oh my god, nope, not yet. Hard ground and pound for Masvidal. Pushing off the hips. Man, and Diaz looks like a bloody mess right now. But that's something that he's used to, you know. Oh my god, Masvidal with the meanest overhand that clips Diaz right on the chin. And Diaz has got such a good poker face. Guys, don't think that these punches don't hurt Diaz. They hurt Diaz. He's a human being. But it's just he has such a good poker face. And Masvidal, he's one of those guys like Gilbert Burns. Whenever they get hurt, they tell you. Or like Volkanovski. He'll smile at you like, that was a hard shot. Yeah, motherfucker, now hit me again. But Diaz, he doesn't show you anything at all. Oh, I think it's about to be stopped. Yeah, it's about to be stopped. And he's saying, no, I'm good. I'm good. See, and Brian Battle versus Lasso. I already forgot the dude's name. Oh, no, we're still good. I think. The doctor's about to call it off. I'm not sure yet. Yeah, the doctor called it off. Damn, it doesn't even go to round 4. Oh, man. And Diaz was already ready to go back in there, too. Man, I'll tell you what. Diaz started that Philly shell style. You know, everybody says Sean Strickland started that Philly shell style. Nah, Diaz is the one that started that Philly shell. He's always been doing that. It's not really the Philly shell, but it's just that lead hand down, this hand up. Yeah, but what a disappointing way to end that fight. Either way, though, I think that this has been a good episode 6, right? Of the Punch Podcast. Episode 6. Yeah, and a couple relevant fights to what's been going on recently. Yeah, guys, we got UFC. Let's check out before we leave this podcast. I want to be prepared for what fight night is next, so we can know what we're looking forward to. We got UFC. Give me a second, guys. I didn't pull this up yet, but I don't know. We got a couple good fight nights. I know that for sure. Whenever I was checking, I think we got 3 more fight nights until UFC 300, which is what everybody's happy about. We know that. Alright, we'll just use Google. Alright, so we got, let's go back. Oh, yeah, we got some good ones. We got Curtis Blades on here. Alright, so Tuivasa versus Tybura, that was tonight. We got Rose Namajunas. What? I thought she retired. Oh, okay. Yo, that's going to be a good one next weekend, isn't it? March 23rd? Maybe next week, I'm not sure. We got Carl Williams versus Justin Tafa, which is... I heard something about his brother replaced him for this fight. We got Edmund Shabazian versus AJ Dobson. Peyton Talbot versus Cameron Samayan. Billy Quantilrio versus Yusuf Sahal. Fernando Padilla versus Luis Pajello. Yeah. I don't know many of those guys, but like I said earlier, that means that it's going to be a really fucking good card. After that, we got... What else we got? What do we got on the prelims? Anybody? Anybody good? Nobody that I know. Alright, what's next? Blankfield versus Farad. I've never heard of them. Oh, we got Chris Weidman coming back. Yo, that's going to be so fucking good. Yo, he got his shin snapped. Didn't he fight Luke Rockhold? I'm not sure. I can check, but I'm not going to. Nobody else on this card I recognize. Andre Petroski. And then we got one more fight night after that. Brandon Allen versus Chris Curtis 2. And not many people I recognize. But like I said, the best fights are the ones that you don't recognize. Anyway, guys. I post a video every week. Sometimes we do reaction to shit like car jitsu, street beefs. Sometimes I give you a tutorial on how a fighter beat another fighter. Sometimes I give you a tutorial on how to use feints to give damage, how to set up the jab cross, how to knock out your opponent. I do all sorts of MMA related content. The Punch Podcast, every Saturday we go live on Instagram and we do usually a combat sports event. Usually it's UFC. If you guys want to watch live, AJ_Stember_MMA on Instagram. If you guys like the studio, let me know, guys, because I really like it. And Punch Podcast always releases on Monday of every week. And yeah, guys, thank you all for sticking till the end. The code word at the end, if you made it to the very end, and like, this is how I'll notice if you're part of the secret club that made it however far we are into this podcast. We'll go with backpack, because Tybura was being a backpack to Tuivasa or Tyivasa, and yeah, that'll be the secret word. If you made it to the very end, put backpack. And yeah, guys, thank you all for watching. This has been probably one of my favorite episodes so far. I love this studio, and hopefully it sounds good. Let me know on things that you'd like to see, videos, things that you're struggling on, if you need a breakdown or anything. If you want to know how a fighter won, how a fighter lost. But yeah, guys, I think that's all the news that I got. Thank you for watching this podcast. Thank you for watching UFC Fight Night, Tuivasa versus Tybura with me. And yeah, guys, I'll see you next Saturday. And yeah, thank you all for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Later.